Stock Favors here. Welcome back to the channel. And I want to ask you a question. Have you ever heard an entrepreneur or a business mogul say that health is the new wealth and wonder what they're talking about? Well, I experienced this firsthand this past weekend or this past week, and I want to share it with you. So let's get right to it. Now, guys, when you talk about health and the new wealth, at first when I heard it, I said, okay, it sounds cliches, but it is the truth. And here's the reason why. If you look in your Bible, it says that what profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Now, we can take this one or two ways. We can take it a spiritual way, or we could take it into a business way. I like to blend the two, because think about this. What would it profit you to get all the money, all the wealth, all the cars, and lose your relationship with God? Lose your relationship with your family, your friends, and your loved ones because you checked out too early. And it prompted me over this past week to look at some things, and one of which was, it's nice to have all these things, but did I really include in my business plan my health? And that is a serious question, you all. Obviously, I've lost some weight, I've released some weight, I'm still on this health journey. But the more and more I study and pay attention to this new term that one of my mentors shared with me called metabolic health. Metabolic health, guys. And I knew about it all the time because when I go to the doctor, they check all my levels, all right? They check my blood sugar, they check my waist circumference, they check the blood pressure, they check the triglycerides and the healthy cholesterol. They check all 5 of these things, but I didn't know that they were all related or could be summed up as metabolic health. So here's the thing. This past week, I was in Nashville with my youngest son. He graduated from high school. Shout out to Josiah Favors, doing this thing. But I noticed something, and you all may notice this too. When you travel and maybe a vacation or for whatever reason, sometimes you gain that travel weight, right? With 3 to 4 pounds because you're going to eat and you're going to enjoy yourself. It's a festive time, a joyous occasion. But what I noticed, you all, is that even though I was in Nashville, Nashville wings, barbecue. Me particularly, I love Italian food. But I noticed that when I was going to the restaurants and my wife and I, we were just enjoying our family and spending time with my son, guys, I was health conscious. I was looking at the menu. I was paying attention to how certain things would affect my body, how certain things would affect me. And that's when it hit me. I am now including my health consciousness in my business affairs, in my family affairs, and everything I'm doing. Because once again, you can have all of these nice things, but have no time to enjoy it. Once again, you're looking at a guy that was in a wheelchair and couldn't walk this time last year for about 4 months. And so you put all that into piece and you look at everything, and I'm like, you know what? I need to really start to include my health. Now, don't get me wrong, you all. I paid attention to it. I know, if you get just too much, I gain too much weight, I got to get that off. But I'm talking about on a molecular level or in such a way that I said, you know what? Maybe it's time to understand that health, the health industry, big business, okay? But what does that do and how does that affect what I'm doing? Well, I paid attention to how my body was felt or how I felt after I started doing portion control, after I started paying attention to what I was putting in my gut in terms of carbs versus vegetables. I started paying attention to how foggy my brain was. My level of clarity after I eat too many carbs, big plate of loaded French fries and all of this stuff. I didn't do that this time, y'all. And I'm happy to say, testimonial wise, that I regulated everything and kept everything straight. But here's the thing that I did understand that came to me just like that I'm sharing with you all, that I was able to not only think more clearly, but I was able to entertain some things, meet some people, and it was just an amazing piece. So here it is. 3 different opportunities on 3 different levels came to me over the past 48 hours while I was in Nashville, even traveling to Nashville on the airplane. And I said to myself, wow, who would have thought that paying attention to your body, okay, paying attention to what's going on can really be a game changer. People, all of my mentors, past and present, from John Maxwell to Bob Proctor to Jim Rohn to Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, all of them are health conscious. One of the things that I remember hearing Zig Ziglar and them used to say that salespeople have to be health conscious because you want to present your way. They talk about building a world-class self-image. And, you know, sometimes we hear it go in one ear and out the other. Sometimes we don't really pay attention to these things. But I'm telling you, this past week, I had a serious eye-opener. Once again, I knew about it. I kind of touched on it a little bit. But guys, you're going to see me go really hard within the next 30 to 90 days on health consciousness, included in our business consciousness, included in our spiritual consciousness. Because I really believe, you all, that seriously, we've got to start taking a look at our health as it relates to our wealth, as it relates to our community and what we're doing. And so I did this quick video because I want to tap into the family. I want to see how many of you all knew this already. I need to know how many of you all pay attention to this and make that relation or make the correlation between your health and your ability to gain wealth. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about, well, if you're sick, you got the common cold or you got the flu, you can't work, you can't eat. I get that. But I'm talking about those of you who are in real business and why it is that we should be paying attention to our wealth and how it gives us the ability, you know, that metabolic health is what I said. The way your body breaks down certain foods. You got foods that give you more brain power, you know, the omega-3s and things of that nature. And look, I'm just getting started and I'm gonna tell you the truth, but I'm gonna bring y'all along on the journey. I'm just getting started to this level, but seriously, I want to know how many of you all really pay attention to this and have received results from doing so. Leave some comments down below. As always, guys, you know, I'll leave a link so you can join the email list. We got some things that we going out. You know, this is one of those things that I believe we got to have boundaries and we got to set limits to even what we're eating. Because at this age that I am now, you all, I'm starting to realize, even when my knees were down, even when I was back in the gym and messed my elbow up, what you eat affects your body. So I'm gonna just share this. I also learned that a lot of things that I was eating was causing inflammation in my joints, in my body. I never really made that association. But think about it. Can you really be effective? Can you maximize and optimize your potential if you're in chronic pain? If you're always worried about the pain, thinking about the pain? I would tell you, you can push through it because I have. But it's so much better when you are taking care of yourself, you feel good about yourself, you prep yourself, you prime yourself to go out and have a great day, a great week, a great month, great years. And who would have thought that all we have to do is start paying attention to what we're putting inside this temple, this body. So guys, I can't wait to hear from you all. Don't hold back in the comment section. Also, do your boy a favor. If you got anything from this, if I'm waking you up and giving you some awareness, then do me a favor and like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification because I'm telling you, I'm studying this. I'm taking some deep dives. I got a couple of books in front of me right now. Got my computer open, but for real, I'm doing this for self. And if I'm doing it for self, then perhaps some of you all need to do it too. So that being said, you all, hey, make it a great day. Happy Memorial Day weekend. You all be safe. Please stay safe. In some of our major cities, please stay safe, you all, and enjoy your life because we only get one shot at this, okay? It's Doc Favors. We'll see you next time.